Hey everybody. Uh, sorry, uh, it's not very late. It's Tuesday, right? Um, welcome back. Um, thank you to everyone who's been watching. I've been getting a few messages. Truly appreciate. Very grateful. Last week was like an emotional up and down. It's like I didn't want to post. I posted. I got a lot of support from my family and my family, like I explained to you. It includes my friends. And then yeah, compliments. It was. I think last week was, even though I didn't want to do it, and I was just in such a bad space. And it's not about the compliments. It's about the fact that someone was actually listening to me. And I know these comments, and I know I need to just respond. And I'm very sorry to those I haven't responded to. Um, yeah, I'm still, I don't know, trying to figure out how I'm going to do all this. It's one thing doing the videos, but when you have to engage, and I haven't been really good at engaging at the moment. Um, yeah, I've been up and down, and yeah. Um, so uh, I've been thinking about what I want to do this week, and um, my husband went over to US on Saturday, and it's the longest we're going to be apart, and I just started feeling depressed. Sunday, went to sleep all day because I hadn't been sleeping well the entire week last week. Um, and having to look after family, which is never a problem. Um, and yesterday I was exhausted, and it just felt like I had hit a low, like a very big low. Um, woke up this morning still not feeling quite with it, feeling depressed. And I'm chatting to a family member this morning, and the family member said, maybe you're just lonely and you feel like you're alone again, or you've been left alone again. Um, and so the first thought that came to mind was, yes. And then the second one was, the words I'm using in my head is depressed. And don't get me wrong, I am depressed. I will always be depressed. But when their family member said, maybe just focus on the fact that you feel alone, um, and not focus on the word depressed. And again, I'm not saying everyone knows, we identify as depressed, but there's all these posts that go about where they say, change your mindset, change your vocabulary, start your morning with 5 great things about yourself. Changing the mindset that you have, um, on how you see yourself. And I was just thinking, you wake up feeling not so great, and the automatic thing you go is, I feel depressed. And maybe the feeling we're feeling it's not necessarily depressed. Maybe it is just I feel alone, or I miss my partner. Um, excuse me. And I'm not saying that you're not depressed. I'm just saying that maybe, well, I'm looking at me. If I have to change the thought pattern of going, maybe I'm not depressed, maybe I'm just lonely. And maybe the feeling I feel, I've always, you know, how do I say it? I want to say you've always felt it, but maybe it's something that created your depression. So it's an act or a part of something that happened. Yes, that led to your depression. But sometimes it's something small that we don't necessarily have to label as depression. And maybe when we start labeling everything as depression, and again, please don't get me wrong, depression is, there's no laughter or there's no joke about it. A lot of us suffer from depression. What I'm trying to say is, if you focus on one thing, it carries on. And a lot of depressives need to find a way to find positives in life. And maybe this is like that. Maybe instead of waking up and go, I feel depressed today, or Yeah, I depressed today. Maybe it's waking up and going and identifying the feeling that you're actually feeling. I feel lonely today, or I feel angry. And not saying depression, or I'm not saying I feel depressed, isn't going to take away the fact that you're depressed, but it might make your outlook on the day a bit better. So I feel lonely. Okay, what can I do? I can cuddle with my children, per human. I can go to the shops. I can call a friend. I can chat to people online. So now we're finding a solution to a feeling that we're feeling. And we're not coupling it with this big word of depression, which it's not easy to, combat. People, when you say I'm depressed and go, oh, just go talk to people. And you're like, but I don't want to. I feel alone, but I don't want to talk to people, if you know what I mean. So maybe let's look at pinpointing a feeling. Maybe it's just a feeling. As being depressed, like we all feel multiple feelings. And I think that's probably why we get so shaken up. You feel alone, you feel abandoned, you feel unloved, you feel unworthy, you feel like, and it just feeling. That's where a lot of your anxiety is feeling. It's like you're like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. Maybe, and I say this because I'm trying to do this because really, it's like my heart is sore. I've got such anxiety. Um, I I feel alone. I feel abandoned. I feel it's like I've got so many feelings at the moment. Anger, just ah. But maybe today, if I just focus on, okay, today I feel lonely. Today I f- today I feel like my husband left me in the sense of not divorce, but he's having fun somewhere else and I'm home and I'm not having so much fun because my husband's not around. And I changed that thought going, okay, so I feel lonely. What can I do to make myself feel I'm going to use the word unlonely, not a word. Um, and I think if we can start fixing those small feelings, and like I said, this is trial and error. I'm going to try this today. Uh, I have family members coming over for dinner. I'm making lasagna. I love making lasagna. Um, and I'm not saying you're going to fix your feelings. I'm just saying that if we tackle each emotion and we overcome that crap negative feeling, maybe we can start feeling a little bit lighter. Because, like, I feel heavy. Like, very feels like I'm under a rock and there's boulders and, maybe they're changing their feeling. It's a little pebble that falls off and the weight lightens a little bit. You know, there was, I did a course many years ago, um, and, it was called the Life Course. Um, and how you overcome a couple of things, and I'll speak about the 100%. Um, and the one thing um, the facilitator had said was, when you have that overwhelming negative emotion, anger, sadness, this the emotion that you just can't contain. It's just like it's bigger than everything. It's like hail skies, like green clouds. Um, just sit and acknowledge the feeling. Have it sit down next to you and basically just embrace that emotion. Um, and once that feeling has been embraced and acknowledged, and you can finally just go, okay, I've accepted that I feel that way. And yes, it might feel like I'm jumping, but if we have to embrace the fact that what we're feeling when we wake up and go, okay, I acknowledge that I'm feeling lonely. Like I said, that little pebble falls off, and it's like, okay, This I can tackle. That I can't. This small thing, I can tackle this. I can help myself with this one. So this is not a long video. All I'm going to say is today, if you're feeling really crap or just so low and you don't know how to get yourself just to like look outside and see, the grass or the trees or the birds or just something happy, maybe just sit for a couple of minutes, ponder, and go, what is it exactly that I'm feeling? Maybe like get a little list of like things that you normally feel. Do I feel unloved? Do I feel not worthy? Do I feel lonely? Do I feel abandoned? Do I feel, I don't know, whatever. And then, I always say, when you say a couple of words, like, I always call it my gut. You say a couple of words, and when that, like, your chest sort of like explodes, like you just feel like this, actually not explodes, but it feels like pressure when you say that word. That's normally what I go, okay, that's the word. And that's the feeling I need to acknowledge. So go through your words. When you find that word and you feel that, okay, I think it's that I'm feeling, just sit, allow the feeling to wash over you. Find a way to combat that feeling, that word. It's not going to fix it forever. It's not going to make all that disappear. But it might allow you to have a better day today. So I'm going to take my own advice. I've sat here, I've chatted to you for 12 minutes. My anxiety is sitting here. So it's not easy. But talking to you helps a bit. Also easier because like there's no rebuttal. Yeah, there's no, you're not talking back to me unless in text. um Maybe just go outside and just talk to yourself. I always say best conversations I have is with myself. It's only intelligent conversation I have. I'm joking. um but yeah, spend some time, ponder, you know have a conversation with your the highest bird, that, whatever religion you are, or with yourself, or sometimes just getting, I always say it's word vomit, when you just have so much to say and it just like comes out. And I always realize with my depression, I don't do that. And then when I do, it's just like it literally comes out as vomit. So maybe go sit, have a bath, have a shower, talk to yourself, get that stuff out. If you want to speak to someone, phone them, send them a message. Hey, can you chat? Do a face call with them this evening, or go out for coffee. Have a date by yourself. Meet someone for coffee. Try and do something today that's going to help you just get some of that bottled up stuff out. So let's change our narrative for the day. It's not going to fix you, but the more we change our narrative, the more days we change our narrative, maybe that might help us a little bit. So have an amazing day. I will get back to everyone who's been commenting. I really appreciate everyone. I cannot explain. And it's not been about um, popularity or, hey, I'm popular. It's been about, I started this journey to help people. And I'm starting to see that even if it's one person, which was really what I wanted, that it means something and that I can share my journey and maybe just help that one person, even if it's just for a day. So thank you for helping me live this dream. And I'll see you next week. Have an amazing day. Change your narrative. Just bye.